Also tonight at 5, a serial killer is back in court today. He is accused of murdering 4 people, including his mother. Keith Gibson was already sentenced to life in prison back in 2024 after he was convicted of 2 separate murders in Delaware. This all stems from a crime spree back in 2021.
Now the daughter of one of Gibson's alleged victims is opening up. NBC 10's Isabel Sanchez has the very latest from court.
Emotional moments in court today as they show pictures of 2 of the victims, Roy Caban and Eric Flores. Police believe those 2 murders were the first one that led to these 4 charges of murder that Gibson is facing today. We were able to speak with the daughter of Christine Lugo, another one of the victims. She's coming down from Massachusetts to be here for the trial. This is what she had to say.
I deserve to have my day in court where I get to speak on the impact that his choices made on my life, my children's life, my family's life. And I'm sure that the other 3 families of the victims, the other 3 victims are in the same sentiment as me, where we feel our family members deserve to have their day in court, have their story be heard. Because this is not a story about Keith Gibson. This is a story about Christine Lugo and the other 4 victims from Pennsylvania that he decided it was time to end their lives.
Let me take you back to the courtroom. Opening statements mark the start of what could be a lengthy trial. Keith Gibson did not appear in the courtroom. The judge allowed him to watch the proceedings remotely after he raised concerns about his shackles. Prosecutors say Gibson is responsible for 4 murders committed between January and June of 2021. The case began with the death of Roy Caban and Eric Flores inside a Germantown Avenue store. Days later, investigators say Gibson shot and killed his mother, Christine Gibson, at her workplace. Prosecutors also accuse him of fatally shooting Dunkin' manager Christine Lugo during an early morning robbery in Northeast Philadelphia. After opening statements, juror heard testimony from some of the first officers who responded to the Germantown Avenue double homicide, the medical examiners in charge of this case, and some other crime scene personnel that processed the scene. The defense maintains police connected these cases to Gibson without sufficient evidence and failed to conduct a thorough investigation. Gibson is already serving multiple life sentences in Delaware for a separate series of murders and robberies committed in 2021. That includes the killing of T-Mobile employee Leslie Ruiz Basilio. A Delaware judge sentenced him to 7 life terms plus 296 years in prison. Tomorrow, testimony is expected to continue, including family members of Roy Caban, who will be there talking to the jury. I'm Isabel Sanchez, NBC 10 News.